Today in Space Station 13, I worked as a geneticist. As a geneticist, I could give people, including myself, superpowers and also blindness, but mostly superpowers, by altering their DNA. This was a pretty fun match, and it was fun to make. If you stayed to the end, I'll give you a fun mixture of oxygen and hydrogen. I began my shift by looking up my file in the gene tech computer. Using this, I would be able to research my potential mutations, read powers, and activate them, giving me the power and also earning a good chunk of research materials. After creating a few mutations for research, I left the lab to go and do things less mind-numbingly boring to watch. Passing Mr. Muggles the monkey, I went to the bar. Yo, barkeep.
Hi.
Can I have some poison?
Drink?
No. Poison. Like, the type that kills people? Fatally?
Yeah, I don't have that.
Ah. A shame. I'll take a beer. After stashing the drink to bludgeon someone with later, I made my way back to the lab to finish researching my mutations. To get some extra research materials, I began to activate some of my less fatal mutations. I had gotten some pretty good ones, like bees, and the ability to melt and drop all my items. Not drop bees. No, those are forever. Yo, Sackman! Bee! Okay. Bee like that, huh? Uh-huh. Whoa. Traitor up there. Now at this point, you probably have several things you want to tell me. Congrats on surviving that car crash. Why was there a car? What's a traitor? And I wish you died because you deserve that for that unbelievably bad pun. Well, to answer those questions, a traitor is the antagonist of the round, whose sole goal is to cause as much murder and mayhem as possible, or do some objectives. They can also get special traitor items through their syndicate connections, one of which was the clown car. So I now knew two things. One, there was a traitor, and two, they were a clown. I went back to the genetics lab and helped another crew member unlock their potential mutations. This gives a lot of materials for activating them, and I can also harvest powers to use on myself. Just kidding, I would never do that. It's a geneticist's duty to always work in the interests of their patients, and to never betray the trust of those we— Ooh! Adrenaline rush! Don't mind if I do. Thanks to the materials we had gathered, we were able to research a new way to make our mutations even less useless. With my coworkers' help, I empowered my melting ability, allowing me to melt into goo while keeping my inventory. instead of just dropping it on the ground. Of course, when testing it out, it ran out just as I was wandering under the one area in the entire lab that I didn't have access to, the medical director's office. I thought about making you watch the entire time I had to wait in here, but I'm not that evil. Here's a 10 times sped up version, so you can begin to tell what I went through. On the bright side, I found a bunch of credits on the counter, so at least I made some money.
I want to be Homelander.
Wasn't he evil? And kill a bunch of people?
Wait.
Does he have the laser eyes gene? No.
Why not?
While heading back to the lab, I ran into the clown again, and he fell out of his car. As he was a traitorous scoundrel and I like killing people, I started to kick his head in. But then, he woke up from his daze and re-entered the car, abducted me, and began driving away. I tried to call on the radio for help, but I couldn't breathe. The clown was planning to suffocate me and then throw my body out into space, permanently removing me from the round. I began to put on my breathing gear as fast as I could. The clown opens the clown car, expecting me to be unconscious, but with my gear on, I dart back to the safety of the station. But too quickly I tread. Without being mindful of the lack of gravity, I ended up sailing past the airlock, without reach of something to push off of. I would end up sailing out into space and running out of oxygen. My cold resistance I harvested from a test monkey would keep me alive longer than most, but I would die. Luckily, I still had one thing left. Saying goodbye to my fortune, I threw the wad of dollar bills out into space to propel myself back to the airlock. I may have survived, but at what cost? 1,200 credits. That was the cost. The clown would pay, and I don't accept cash, or credit, or money in general. I'm going to kill him. That's what I'm saying. I went back to researching at the gene computer, using the test monkeys to try and find one from which I could harvest laser eyes. On their own, laser eyes are a fairly weak weapon, but spliced with an empowerment gene, they become a formidable weapon, able to down a healthy individual in but 2 blows. With them, I would be able to kill the clown. And finally, I found it. Optic Energizer. With this, I would be ready. The first time in so long, I left the lab. Remember those 2 huge explosions from earlier? Well, I found out what they were. Where science was, there was just scarred floor. Yep, those chemists sure are wacky. Ooh! Is that the clown? Yes. Can I laser him? Oh. Well, they were a traitor. They are dead, yeah, but, well, they are also dead. Still, I want to. And I took all their stuff. If you're gonna... Fun. Ah, how cruel fate is. My nemesis lay dead, yet I was not there for it. I would never be able to exact my revenge. I had built my entire round around becoming powerful enough to defeat the clown, and now that I was, it was too late. Ah. I even went to the radio station, as I heard rumors that he was still among the living, hiding there, but it was but a different clown. It seems my revenge never would be. Yet, as I made my way back to Space Station 13, I encountered the next closest thing to a clown. The captain. Maybe, by challenging him, I would be able to get closure. Yo, Cap. Yes? Want a duel to the death? I have no sword. Ah. They stole it. Me neither. Do you? Damn. Well. But I do have laser eyes. Seems reasonable. That sounds like an advantage. Very. So. I mean, I may have laser eyes, but you have a cool coat. True. So, well, alright. Ready? Let's battle to the death. Huh. So, the captain ended up cutting our battle short when he attempted to shoot at me with a gun he found. Cheater. Well, it turned out that gun was a Russian revolver. A trader item that looks like a normal revolver, except that it shoots its user instead of who it's pointed at. So although the captain may have blasted his own brains out, literally, I decided to still consider it a win. Alas, with my final battle won, I had nothing left I felt I needed to do. So, to end this video in an overly dramatic way, I climbed into the cremator and told the AI to turn it on. I also wanted to see if fire resistance would work when you're in a cremator. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. So, this was a rather fun round. I had a rivalry with the clown, gained laser vision, killed the captain in a duel, and stole his scabbard. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps out newer channels. If you have any feedback or advice, or just want to boost me in the algorithm, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching this far, very few do. To claim your free hydrogen-oxygen mixture, head to your nearest water faucet and turn it on. Yay! Well, see you next time.